I'm talking 3x faster, x more context, and less than half the price. Once you see the numbers, you can't unsee them. That's Grok 4.3, xAI's new AI model. And today, I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to open it up and walk you through every single feature, live, on screen. Voice agents, video input, document generation, the PC controlling agent, all of it. So, in this video, I'll show you exactly how to use Grok 4.3, demo each major feature with real examples, and tell you which ones are genuinely useful versus which ones are still half-baked. No marketing fluff, just a hands-on tour. First up, we're starting with the feature that honestly made my jaw drop the first time I tried it, feeding it a full-length document and watching what it does. Let's get into it. Getting set up. Quick orientation. Before we dive in, Grok 4.3 is xAI's latest model. That's Elon Musk's AI lab, and you can access it two ways, either through grok.com if you just want to chat with it, or through the xAI Developer Console if you want API access. I'll be using both today, depending on the feature. If you're following along, head to grok.com, sign in, and you'll land on a clean chat interface that looks a lot like ChatGPT. Top right, you can switch between models. Make sure you're on Grok 4.3, the million token context window. This is the feature that, honestly, you have to see to believe. Grok 4.3 can handle up to 2 million tokens in a single prompt. To put that in perspective, you could drop an entire novel, 3 years of email history, or a full code base in there, and it would actually remember all of it. So let me show you. I've got a 400-page PDF here. It's a legal contract, totally fictional, generated for this demo. I'm going to drag it into Grok and ask a question that requires it to cross-reference page 12 with page 300. Watch this. It pulls both sections, compares them, and flags the actual conflict in about 8 seconds. For reference, if I tried this in ChatGPT, I'd have to chunk the document into pieces because it had hit the context limit halfway through. This is the killer use case. Anyone working with long documents, lawyers, researchers, anyone doing analysis on big files. This changes the game. But here's where it gets interesting. The next feature is what made me actually subscribe. Video input. This one's new in Grok 4.3, and it genuinely surprised me. You can feed it a video, not just a still image, an actual video clip, and ask it questions about what happens in it. Let me show you. I've got a 30-second clip here from a soccer match. Look at this. It identifies the players, tracks the play, gives me timestamps for key moments. It's not perfect. It missed one of the player numbers, and you'll want to double-check anything critical. But the fact that it works at all on raw video input is wild. Use cases here: content creators analyzing footage, sports analysts, anyone doing video review at scale, even just summarizing long meeting recordings. Genuinely useful, structured output, from article to PowerPoint. Okay, this next feature is the one I've been using almost daily, so pay attention. Grok can take any text input and output it as a finished file. Not Markdown, not raw text. An actual PowerPoint, PDF, Excel sheet, or LaTeX document that you can open and use immediately. Let me demo this. I've copied in a 2,000-word article about renewable energy trends. Give it about 20 seconds. And there's the .pptx file. Let me download it and open it. That's a real PowerPoint. Title slide. Structured sections, bullet points, data visualization, speaker notes underneath each slide. Is it perfect? No. The design is fairly generic, and you'll want to apply your brand template. But it just saved me about 90 minutes of work, and I haven't even touched it yet. You can do the same thing with PDFs, spreadsheets, even LaTeX for academic papers. If you make reports for a living, you need to try this. Built-in tools, web search, code, RAG. So far, everything we've done has been pure language tasks. But Grok 4.3 has 3 tools baked right in, and this is where it starts to feel less like a chatbot and more like an actual agent. Tool 1, Live Web Search. Watch this. It actively searches the web, pulls current articles, and synthesizes an answer with citations. This isn't training data. This is real-time information. And Tool 2, Code Execution. Let me give it a math problem. It writes Python, runs it in a sandbox, and gives me the answer plus a chart. No need to open Jupyter, no need to write the code myself. Tool 3, Document RAG. This one's huge for businesses. You can upload your company's knowledge base, manuals, policies, internal docs, and Grok will pull from those documents when answering. So if you're building an internal assistant for your team, you don't need to fine-tune anything. Just upload and ask, That's 3 serious capabilities in one tool. But the next feature, this is the one nobody saw coming. Grok Voice, Think Fast 1.0. Alright, this one's wild. XAI launched a voice agent that handles real phone calls. Not Hey Siri level, actual multi-turn conversations with reasoning in over 25 languages, designed for telephony with background noise. I'm going to demo it in 2 ways. First, the standard voice mode in the Grok app. Listen to the response. Natural pacing, ask clarifying questions, doesn't sound robotic at all. And it's fast. There's almost no latency. Second, let me show you the voice cloning feature, because this is where content creators are going to lose their minds. You upload about 120 seconds of your voice, and it builds a custom TTS model that sounds like you. Currently US only because of regulatory rules, but once it rolls out wider, you can use your own voice to narrate videos, podcasts, or any audio content. I haven't built this into my workflow yet, but I'm probably about to. Real-world deployment? Starlink is already using Grok Voice for customer support and reporting a 70% auto resolution rate. So this isn't a demo toy. It's running in production right now. Grok Computer, the PC controlling agent. Okay, last demo, and this one's still in beta, but you have to see it. Grok Computer is an AI agent that can literally control your PC. It opens apps, fills out forms, sends emails, manages spreadsheets, and it does it by seeing your screen and acting on it like a human would. Let me show you a quick example. Watch what happens. The cursor moves on its own. It opens Excel, navigates to the file, runs the calculations, opens Gmail, drafts the email, and stops right before sending so I can review. Is it slow? Yes. Does it occasionally click the wrong thing? Also yes. This is beta software, and you should treat it that way. But the direction this is heading, full automation of routine office work, is genuinely significant. If you spend half your day on tedious computer tasks, this is what's coming to replace that. What's worth using today? Alright, I just walked you through 7 major features. Let me give you my honest take on which ones are ready for prime time right now. Use it today. The million token context window is genuinely game-changing for anyone working with long documents. Structured outputs, the PowerPoint and PDF generation. That's a real time saver, and I use it almost daily now. Built-in web search and code execution are reliable and worth it. Try it cautiously. Video input works, but it's not bulletproof. Voice mode is impressive, but feels more like a demo than a daily driver right now. Wait a bit. Grok Computer is fascinating, but it's beta. Cool to play with, not ready to run your workflow on. Same with voice cloning if you're outside the US. And one important note, Grok's safety filters are looser than ChatGPT's or Claude's. That makes it more flexible for creative work, but it also means you need to double-check sensitive outputs, especially if you're building anything customer-facing. Just keep that in the back of your head. So that's Grok 4.3. Every major feature, demoed live. The short version? It's not perfect, but the features that work are genuinely impressive. And the price-to-power ratio is the best on the market right now. If you want to try it yourself, head to grok.com or the XAI Developer Console. Links in the description. Drop a comment telling me which feature you'd actually use, because I'm curious where this lands for different workflows. And if walkthroughs like this are useful to you, smash the like button and subscribe. I'll be testing every major AI tool that drops this year. Hands-on, no marketing fluff. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.